The Herbert Wertheim College of Medicine Early Assurance Program is one essentially where honors college pre-medical students in their sophomore year can apply for medical school early and have conditional acceptance. I actually heard about the Early Assurance Program in my sophomore year, and it was after a Stitch meeting with hwcomeap medical students, and they spoke so highly about the school, and that really made me want to come here, and that's when I decided to apply.
The application process is very similar to applying to medical schools regularly. So first you have to do an online application where you put your GPA, the classes that you've taken, you do a personal statement, 2 essays, and you get recommendation letters. Then there's an interview with the Honors College where they basically screen to select the students that they like the most. And then you do another interview with the medical school.
So for me, the application process was pretty straightforward. When I knew that I wanted to apply to the EAP program, I went straight to their website, and it had all the requirements and guidelines that I needed to be a successful applicant. And then whenever I had any questions or concerns, I went straight to the Honors College and spoke to the EAP advisor, in which they advised me on any of my questions and concerns and answered me immediately. In preparing for the interview process, I really utilized the Honors College Career Counselor. They gave me awesome feedback, criticism, and tips to make sure that I was an exceptional candidate for the program.
There's a lot of great resources online, and basically what I did is searched up medical school interview questions, and you just work your way through the list, and there's a whole lot of them, and essentially the process is really just getting to know yourself. And as silly as that sounds, it's really important, because to answer any questions that they could throw at you in an interview, you really have to know yourself, what you've done and why you're doing it and why you want to be a doctor. So once you're accepted, it's a great relief, but that doesn't mean you can stop there. You still have to keep everything up that you're doing, so academics, extracurriculars, your professionalism, and a main thing is that the acceptance is conditional. So that basically means that you have to keep up your GPA, and you also have to get a certain score on your MCAT.
You just have to apply as an early assurance participant, and that's it. You only have to apply to one school. It's very simple, or a lot more simple, and you wouldn't have to interview or anything again.
Once accepted as an EAP student, I have been exposed to different opportunities and advantages that some other students probably won't have access to. I'm currently a part of the pre-medical undergraduate mentoring program, which is essentially known as PUMP, which allows me to be paired with a mentor who is a medical student here at FIU. Through this program, I'm allowed to ask questions and concerns and just ask for advice in general, just to get to know the medical students and their experience in their life here as a FIU medical student.
So something that I think made me stand out is my leadership position as the founding president of an honors college club called Panthers Unite in Support of Health. I think that's something that the admissions committee was able to see, that I really care about my community and am willing to go ahead and be the change that needs to be in our community. So I'll be doing that as a medical student and as a future doctor, so I think that stood out to them.
Research is something that really helped me stand out, I think, in the application pool, because I started it pretty early on in my freshman year, and the research that I'm doing is on penetrating traumatic brain injury and how we can use stem cell transplantation in rats to help improve the outcomes of those rats. So basically that translates really well to patients and helping anyone who has those types of injuries, you know. It's really important because not only are you extending their life, but their cognitive abilities, you know, and their quality of life.
I think if someone is considering applying to the program and their values align with the mission of the school, then they should really do it, because this is an amazing opportunity that takes a huge load off your back.
If you're interested in applying for the early assurance program or have any doubts, I feel like you should just go for it. The experience alone is something that I feel like you can't really get anywhere else. During my application process, it mirrored exactly what it was like applying for medical school. Not only just applying and writing my personal statement essay, just getting to be able to interview with the medical school was something that you can't find anywhere else.